Now I did it twice. I can never get this shit right. Now then, people, it's Joe. It's all Leeds TV. And it's time for Monday Night Football. We're back. I've got no one with me this week. We've got Tash and Jack busy. Danny's working. Oscar's probably, I don't know, still getting over that amazing performance on Saturday. I've got Brighton and Chelsea on here. Ben White making his debut in the Premier League for Brighton. So that'll be interesting to see how that one goes. And hopefully, fingers crossed, Brighton get a result. Because we don't like to see Chelsea win, do we? Let's be honest. Loads to get through today. If you're wondering what this is, I've got a new mic coming tomorrow. I've got a Blue Yeti Nano coming. Pretty special. I've had loads of issues with my sound. I've bought like 3 different mics. They're all shit. I tried to go cheap. I've decided to go a little bit more expensive. So that one's coming tomorrow. So I'm happy days with that. So in the meantime, I'm using this just because the sound quality is much better on this than any of the other shit that I've used before. So that's why I've got this on. That's why I look like I'm about to fly a plane or I'm about to, answer a call in a call center. Guys, what I want you to do as well, please smash a like on the video. If you smash a like on the video, it gets us further up on YouTube. More people see the video and more people join us for chat. So if you can, please smash a like on the video and continue to do so. That would be ideal. Call Centre Joe's, Jim Funk said. Beautiful, isn't it? Loads to get into then. We're going to have a chat about Liverpool. Going to have a chat about that performance, what your takeaways are. I want to get your questions in. We'll do this in a section. So when we get Liverpool, we'll touch on that. I'll answer your questions. We'll get that in. We're then going to have a quick little scan over Hull. Obviously, we've got Hull on Wednesday, Fulham on the weekend. So 2 games in quick succession. We've got some content coming out from that. You'll have pre-match. I've arranged for a guest from Hull as well to do an opposition preview as well. We'll have a Fulham perspective as well, because I think that worked well. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like the content? Did you like the opposition preview and review? Did you like the highlights that we did for the live watch along? We'll continue to do the watch along. We'll be doing one on Wednesday. Yes, Leeds 20, we will be doing one on Wednesday. Okay. I've had to pay a tenner for those that are wanting to watch it. You can watch it on Carabao Cup .live. The rest of them will be on Sky or a select few, but Wednesday's game will be nowhere else apart from on Carabao Cup .live, and you have to pay a tenner for a match day pass. So I've done that so that we can watch that and do a watch along for that. Okay, so that's going to be on as well. Saturday, Fulham BT, that'll be on BT. I know someone's mentioned that as well. So after we've had a bit of a chat about Hull and Fulham, we'll just take general questions from the door. Please smash a like for anyone who's joining us late. And of course, we will be discussing Brighton Chelsea. I mean, look, Chelsea, nearly in there. Werner, I think, trying to find Havertz. It'd be interesting to see. I've not seen the lineups, I was trying to set this up in time. Really interesting to see how they do. Damar, it's not that great, is it? But listen, I've got a new mic coming tomorrow. Ian Mozer, I actually text Ben Parker today to find out if LU TV are doing any sort of coverage. They probably will be doing coverage over the radio, but they're not allowed to show it. It's exclusive to Carabao Cup .live, genuinely. Yes, Alan, I will be reading the live chat, mate, so get your questions in. What we're going to do, first of all, we're going to talk about Liverpool Leeds and what a performance that was. This is what Monday Night Football is going to be about moving forward. We'll have a little review of the game we played, a look ahead to the week ahead, and it just gives you an opportunity, the viewers of All Leeds TV, to get your questions into me. If the other lads can do it, i.e., they're not working, of course, they'll jump on as well. Tomorrow as well, we will have your Premier League roundup, which Oscar's going to be doing. He's waited till Tuesday just for the simple fact that Sheffield United, who got beat earlier on today against Wolves 2-0, and of course Chelsea Brighton are playing right now. So we'll do that every round of fixtures as well. So make sure you look out for that. If you aren't already and you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Do please smash a like on the video. So my thoughts then on Liverpool, of course, I hope anyway, you would have watched my post-match chat. I was absolutely gutted about it. Conceding a late penalty, the debutants giving 2 penalties away. I think the most frustrating thing for me as a Leeds United fan was the fact that we conceded 4 from set pieces. Not great, is it? You can't afford to give top opposition. For me, I don't think Liverpool actually carved us open. They maybe carved us open twice. There was the Wijnaldum chance, and there also was the Firmino chance, which is just before they score the fourth. It's Luke Ayling that knocks it out for a corner. Done ever so well, to be fair, to block Firmino off. Firmino probably should score, but they're the only two times I can think that they actually carved us open. Leeds, on the other hand, I mean, we had the ball in the back of the net 5 times. Yes, 2 were offside, but ultimately we created opportunities to get to a position where we were able to put the ball in the back of their net 5 times. Not many teams do that. There is only us and Brighton outside of the top 6 in the last 5 seasons that have had more than 50% possession at Anfield. So that tells you what kind of performance it was. So any sort of narrative that people who didn't have an idea of what Leeds were really about, and this notion that we were going to be like Norwich, etc., has just been smashed out of the water with that one performance. People see us now and think, right, okay, heads up, heads up. Let's have a look at what this Leeds team are about, because they know now. Do you know what I mean? They know we mean business, and any notion that they had of us being about Norwich has totally gone. There's the centre back partnership, of course. Robin Koch on his debut, Pascal Strout making his debut at centre back for the first team. We've seen him in the defensive midfield role in the Championship. Compare that with him actually playing at centre back for the first time with someone who's only made his debut the same day against the most lethal front three in world football. That's what I'm saying. You've got to compare it. If that's against the Palace, if that's against the Newcastle, if that's just other West Ham, who was shite, Southampton weren't great, even Spurs were gash. If that's against them, that type of opposition, maybe they don't get tested as much as they did yesterday. Do you know what I mean? And I think personally, if Liam Cooper starts and Liam Cooper's fit, then maybe we don't lose that game. I don't know what you guys think. What I'm going to do, though, is just open it up to the floor. I want to get your questions and what your thoughts are and what your key call-outs were from that Liverpool game. I think for me, man of the match was Luke Ayling. I thought the job that he did on Sadio Mane was absolutely unreal. Ben White there just up against Werner, but it looks like Werner had creeped offside. Steve Watson's mentioned that the under-23s are currently 4 down. They're playing away at Stoke, I believe. Alison and Marty Adams, great fans of the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, please smash a like on the video. Smashing a like on the video will get more people viewing, will get more people involved. So if you haven't already, please smash a like on the video. So Alison and Marty Adams, I think Robin will improve after training with team, and same with Rodrigo, 100%. I think the Rodrigo challenge for me was maybe a little bit wanting to do too well, just coming off the bench, making himself look busy, wanting to do more, you know what I mean, throwing himself about, as it were, and ultimately he made a poor mistake. He made a silly mistake, and he owes us, a couple of goals for that. But I think we'll get that from him. A lot of stuff in the comments about Luke Ayling. Nyanko agrees Ayling was amazing. James Games says Luke is class. Damar Facey says Luke Ayling. This is an interesting point as well, and I discussed it as well in the opposition post-match. Pablo did look off it. Pablo did look short of pace. He's not the most fastest anyway, but there was a time, I think it went past Joe Gomez. Had we have had a more mobile, faster number 10 in there, maybe they'd have gotten to the end of that. So I think that's one area that we could do, because I'd rather us manage Pablo through games, use him like we did in that last 9 games where he ultimately dragged us up. Yes, we smashed it, but a lot of it was reliant on Pablo Hernandez. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Maybe we use him in that situation, and maybe that's the plan, because Rodrigo came on in that position. Tyler Roberts, that's a lovely ball over the top. Keeper's going to get there, though. It was a nice little ball over the top for Havertz from Mason Mount. So I've lost my train of thought there. I just had a look at that. It was a lovely ball from Mason Mount. cut them open, but the keeper comes out to it. If we can get Rodrigo de Paul, he's the ideal fit. If we can get a Ryan Kent, he's another one. So there you go. Let's have a look. Cozy. I don't want to jump ahead. I want to get some more chat about that Liverpool one. But there you go. Damar Facey makes a good point in saying that the De Paul one has to happen ASAP. Ultimately, that's the one you'd like to come in. Alison and Marty Adams say, Joe, do you think we'll get a few more players in, a centre-back and a number 10? The centre-back for me, on that centre-back chat, we don't have Berardi, but on Saturday's performance, we now have Pascal Struijk, however you want to pronounce it. He's an option there now, and I don't think any of us as Leeds fans had actually looked at him as a viable option, but he showed me on Saturday that he is an ideal backup for when a Koch or a Cooper's out. He showed us that. Arguably, out of the two, he was probably better than Koch in that second half for me. I thought he really did well. And he's up against Liverpool. This is what we have to remember. The most lethal front three in world football for me. Definitely in the Premier League. Goes without saying, you know. So do we really need another centre-back in that area? I'm not sure. Obviously, we could do with bodies everywhere, let's be honest. But money's not at a premium. Bielsa doesn't like a big squad. So there you go. But I think a number 10's ideal, or someone else who can play anywhere really across that, just behind the striker, across the attacking three for me. And like Jim Funk says, Struijk did look okay in the second half. He definitely grew into the game. If Cooper is injured, they need someone experienced with him. Robin Koch is that. Yeah, he's not experienced in the Premier League and in this Leeds United side, but he's played over 100 Bundesliga games. He plays in the German national side. His experience will come with time, 100%. Let's have a look. Cozy says, for me, Struijk proved on Saturday with a bit more experience. He's a player we need to try keep hold of. Seems like a new player every time he plays for us so far. He has certainly got better and better. That goes without saying. If we remember, I think his first appearance at centre-back was at home to Cardiff, where we were 3-0 up and ended up conceding 3. The Lee Tomlin show. He played at Derby, was fantastic in that game. I think he played the one after as well. And he's played at centre-back against Liverpool. Our very own Danny says number 10 and a winger, I think. Who would be that number 10? Is that a Rodrigo de Paul? Who's the winger? Is it a Ryan Kent? There we go. We've got James Games says Jack Harrison is pretty underrated. I was listening to the Square Ball podcast the other day. Michael Normanton said it wouldn't surprise him if Jack Harrison gets knocking on the England scene. I'm not so sure, if I'm being totally honest, but he has improved, and he took his goal against Liverpool ever so well. Like, there's been a clip run out today of one linking it with the same Yeboah goal against Liverpool, where he cuts inside and puts it in the bottom corner. I mean, let's be honest. That first touch is absolutely special. The first touch, to take it down, to get round, to come inside and just leave Trent, for dead, attack Gomez, get round him, and then put it in past Alisson. It's just beautiful. It was poetry in motion. It was a fantastic goal. Although for me, I preferred the Click one. I preferred the Click goal. When Costa put it in initially, in my head, I'm thinking that's a shite ball because it was really low. But obviously, when you watch it back and Click's told him where he wants it, he gives it straight to him in that position. And the way he touches it up and just smashes it, it's unreal. Corner ball here for Brighton as well, guys. 13 minutes in, it's still 0 now. Neil Morpay. Yeah, like Chris says, what about Jackie Haradoni? He was absolutely class, and he was. And then Muckus says his first touch has always been very good. It's one thing we've always said as Leeds United fans, even in his first season when he was so wasteful at times and made the wrong decisions at times and overplayed it at times. He would get into the box, turn one way, and he'd have the space to cross it, but then he'd decide to turn back. And it was so frustrating as a Leeds United fan watching it. But one constant has always been his first touch. His first touch is absolutely special. This is a great shout from Nathan Quinn. Rodrigo de Paul and Harry Wilson, we will be laughing. They'd be ideal signings for me. Here comes the corner. Let's see if Ben White can nick one in. Strike. Oh, get in. No goal, Kante out to Werner. I tell you though, I mean they've spent like 200 and odd million, haven't they, Chelsea? There's some serious money being splashed about. He's got to get them playing, and he's got to get them winning very, very soon. Surely Roman, after spending this much, you can't have much time. I don't know. People say, "Oh no, he'll be given time," but if they start losing games, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Harrison was so unlucky last season. Look how many times he hit the post. There's a good point in that as well, but it was quite too often, if that makes sense. Get it in the fecking onion bag. Tom Matthews says, "How are you finding all the collabs with the other fan channels? You've been coming across great. Really enjoyed it, man. I'm not, no joke, right? And the lads will tell you this. We have been so busy, so busy, like getting invited on things, and it's absolutely amazing. People come to us and ask us, and we ask them, and it's just class. And long may it continue. Because listen, Leeds United is a huge club. It's a massive club. So we're going to be up there with them top content creators just for the simple fact that we are a big club and people want to see reactions from big clubs. You know, you do well in that. So as long as we can continue to put out good content and you guys watch, which, you know, I hope you continue to do, then we'll be all right, man. We can continue to collab with them other people. Please do smash a like on the video, guys, as well. It massively helps this video go up, gets more viewers. We want to get more viewers in so that they can, you know, get involved in the chat. But any more chats on Liverpool? Let's have a look. Clive Wimpempe says, "I think it was a mistake to start Pablo against Liverpool. I think he should have come on as a sub in the second half. Maybe if Rodrigo or, I'm not surprised, maybe Roberts. Yeah, so Roberts could have easily done." I just think on that game, the pace was at such a frenetic pace on Saturday that Pablo did look lost at times. Not lost as in he doesn't know what's going on, but just looked a little bit too much off the pace. He is getting on now, guys. You know, he's been with us for a while. He's had a long class career, but I think he needs to be managed more. We've seen that after the restart, and maybe if we can bring in another number 10 or someone similar or someone in that ilk, whether that's Wilson, whether that's Rodrigo de Paul, whether that's a Kent, whoever it may be, we need to get it in, I think. Definitely. And like obviously, please smash a like, guys. Smash a like. It helps the video get up. It gets more people involved. So please continue to do that. Yeah, there. Craig Townend makes a good point. That's why Almeida will fit so well, Joe. Young lad, lots of pace. Not heard anything about Almeida since the first week, really, when we started doing our transfer daily stuff. The reason we've stopped that as well, guys, there was just a lot of guff. There was so much stuff coming out that a lot of it was tosh. And it was just putting out content for the sake of putting out content. So we just knocked that on the head. If anyone's wondering why we did stop that. Harry Burns makes a good point. It is hard to leave Pablo out because he always does something special when you don't expect it. That's a good point as well, mate, to be fair. That is a really good point. Any more stuff on the Liverpool game, guys? Any questions you want to discuss or any points you want to discuss on the Liverpool game? I thought Click was absolutely immense. To a man, I thought Paddy Bamford as well, forcing, you know, I mean, ultimately, a lot's been made about Liverpool's defensive performance, but they were forced into that. You know, Leeds forced them into that. We didn't let up. We continued to strangle them for the full 90 minutes. I mean, Souness made the point after the game of saying whether or not this Leeds side can maintain this sort of level across a full season, saying, do they have a big squad? Well, we as Leeds United fans know that to be the case. You know, we don't have a big squad, but we can maintain these levels over a full season because we've continued to, you know, to do it. Right, let's have a chat about this. What is the rule on the leg to the arm? So, if it hits your leg and deflects onto your arm, apparently the new ruling states that it's not a penalty. Therefore, shouldn't be a... But for me, you should not have your arm up here. That's my thought on it, right? His arm was literally like a right angle. Yeah, it was too high. It was a stone wall. I get that they're also... But then again, that's what rules are there for. They shouldn't be broken, especially when you've got VAR. So maybe, I don't know, if VAR's looked at it and that's the rule, then it shouldn't be a pen. But for me, I have no complaints just for the simple fact of where his arm was. Like, it was fucking here. But that's just my opinion. Everyone's entitled to know, entitled to theirs. Let's have a look at some you more. I love this from Chris Kelly, and it was so true. Ayling had Manny in his pocket for most of the game. He owned him. Agreed. I think the only time Manny megged him, but they were deep in their own half. I suppose Ayling made the foul on him, which Roberts. Oh, that's beautiful football from Brighton. Oh, he cuts it back as well. I don't know if it's Trossard cuts it back. Yeah, Trossard cut it back. Could have scored there, you know. That's great football. Is anybody watching this game? Let me know your thoughts. He did cut it back, but I'm not sure who it is who's not read it. Like, is it Morpin or Lallana? Adam Lallana. Let's have a look. Albram Al Khalifa, Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa, I believe. He says that the third goal was the bad goal we conceded. I think with that one as well, right? I think Strauch, for me, does well defensively because, Werner, it's a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. That's so disappointing because Brighton just had an opportunity. It's cut back from Trossard and Lallana doesn't read it, or it's a little bit too far in front. Chelsea have gone up the other end and they've got a penalty, and it looked a stonewall one, if I'm being honest. Poor pass out. Slow it down. They'll have to slow it down. It looks like a stonewaller. But has the ball already gone? Yeah, he's put his arm on him and then lifted it up. It's a definite pen, I think. Lewis Dunk having a chat. That's not great. Yeah, definite pen. You'd think Timo will take this as well, won't you? Ignore the juice, guys. Yeah, it's a penalty. But on the third goal as well, yeah, Pascal Strauch heads it out. He probably should head it out for a corner, but heads it back in. But I think he's done well up against Virgil van Dijk. But I think the situation that we have, was it Jorginho? He's going to score, surely. Jorginho up against Ryan. 22 minutes in, Chelsea to take the lead away at Brighton. What are we saying? We think he scores it. He's going to score it, isn't he? Surely. Let's have a look. Jorginho. Yeah, 1-0 Chelsea. Shit. I think if the centre-back partnership have longer time to work together, maybe that third goal doesn't happen because it's headed out and there's a bit of miscommunication and it drops to Salah and no one's on Salah because he just peels off. Whereas if there's that synergy, you know, the guys are used to playing together. Say if it was Cooper and Ben White, maybe that doesn't happen. But that will come with time. Let's see what else we've got in here. Yeah, so we've got Jim Funk saying he thought Phillips' man marking was incredible. Phil, I've just shot it across. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Yeah, I did. I watched Monday Night Football. The build up to this actually, and he was waxing lyrical on Leeds United. Yeah, Martin B makes a good point about the rule. There's no point in having the rule then if you're not going to abide by it. So regardless of what I think, VAR, when it checks it, should be saying that's a pen. Now you make a good point, mate. Definitely. Jim Funk says he thinks Shackleton will be great for us this season. That brings me on nicely. Let's have a little chat about the week ahead. Of course, on Wednesday, we've got Hull City. Hull City in the Carabao Cup. How do you see that one going, guys? What are your thoughts, i.e. line-up-wise? For me, I think we keep... Hopefully, Cooper's on his way back to fitness. So I think Cooper plays, hopefully, with Robin Koch. Let's get that... Brighton in the box here. Chance. Yeah. Let's get that centre-back partnership moving. Timo Werner here on the break. Timo Werner. Oh, it's well defended, to be fair. I think it's Ben White as well. I think we need that centre-back partnership to start working together. As for left-back, Leaf Davis. Do you know, let's get Shackleton in there. I think Rodrigo as well. I'd even start Rodrigo against Hull. Why not? Get him some match sharpness. Tyler Roberts. Ollie Casey, maybe even. I mean, what do you guys think ahead of Hull? What would you be doing? I mean, I'd love us to have a little cup run. I'm not going to lie. I'd love us to have a little cup run. Yeah, Chris Kelly's bang on the money there, to be fair. Let's have a look. Home form so important and need cover for Cooper and Hernandez, says Jason Hill. Alioski left back. Yeah, maybe. Dave's LFC chance. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Mate, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Sam Greenwood, there's a good shout. Do we see Joe Geldhart even against Hull? That's another option. I know he's just played tonight though, so maybe not. But there's an option then because Joe Geldhart was playing in the Championship, wasn't he? Let's be honest. He was playing in the Championship again, for Wigan. So there's nothing saying he can't take on a League One side. That's no disrespect to Hull. But they've got their own problems, although they got off to a winning start at the weekend. Chris Kelly says, Hull, Rodrigo will start, Coops and Koch, Strouk will go into DM, Shacks will get a game, few other fringes too. Nice, mate. Yeah, look, maybe Robbie Gott's in there as well. The thing is, for me, we've got an abundance of under 23s talents for me. We've seen that when the under 23s or some of them played in the Arsenal game, they didn't look out of place. I'd love to see a midfield of Gotts and Shackleton. Maybe, sorry guys, long day. Maybe a midfield of Gotts and Shackleton. Strouk just behind, as Chris has made a point as well. Let's have a look. What else we've got? But listen, it's Hull. I'm a little bit disappointed after the Liverpool game and the Liverpool result and the excitement around that tie. I looked at the fixtures and was like, oh, for fuck's sake. We've got Hull, Fulham, Sheffield United, then City. Take me straight to City. Although, to be fair, there's a little bit of angst between Sheffield United. Naturally, Yorkshire derby, but I have a lot of respect for them. I think a lot of us do as well. But there's that little bit of needle. Sorry, guys. There's that little bit of needle. If you remember, when Sheffield United went up, he made a load of comments about. Is that what's going on here? Is that another pen? The fuck's happened here? 27 minutes in. What's going on? Why is Folk having words? What's happened here? Have I missed something here? Chatting shit to you guys. Oh no, not a chance. Thomas Taylor says, do you have any concerns for Leeds this season? No, not a chance. Alison Marty, Joe, we need to get 6 points of the next two. I would be confident, of course. Let's do it. The Sheffield United one's going to be really interesting because it's going to be Bielsa up against Wilder. Wilder has a certain set way. We have a set way. If you remember the games in the Championship, they were always tight. We won at their place 1-0. If you remember, I think it was Jack Clark, wasn't it? Jack Clark cut it back after dispossessing Henderson. And Pablo Hernandez. Oh, God, I'm fucked. Pablo Hernandez put it in. And on the flip side as well, if you remember, I think it was Basham, wasn't it, who scored for them at our place to make it 1-0 there. So it was really good. Obey says, try and tune in every stream. You make my day and lift the Leeds spirit. Not like this, I don't. I'm absolutely knackered. Gail Dale, let's move on slightly then. Hull's a bit of a nothing game, Carabao Cup. We can say that now we're in the Premier League and they're League One. Just saying. Fulham. How do we see Fulham going, guys? There's a good shout as well from Chris. I don't think it was Chris who actually made the point. Pervader as well. Totally. We forgot about Pervader there for a second. Oh, God. James Stratton, Pervader will start for sure. Like the look of that kit. Yeah, I've got the kit, the new one as well, coming en route. Which kit, by the way? Our kit? You're not talking about these that are on here. Neil Maupay's took a bit of a knock, guys, as well. That's not great for them because they've not got many attacking options, Brighton, have they? To be fair, they just buy defenders. Bloody steal our defenders, for feck's sake. Let's have a look. So, 3-0. 3-0. Oh, sorry, guys. It's not great, is it? Yeah, so 3-0 against Fulham. That would be nice to see another result like that, wouldn't it? I think the opening day showed that we're better. I know it's only one game, so opposing fans might watch this and think, what's he talking about? But I think the opening day showed West Brom at home got beat 3-0 by Leicester. Fulham at home got beat 3-0 by Arsenal. Listen, Arsenal and Leicester are great sides, but they're at home. But we went to the champions and won 3-0. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. There is levels to this. Like Aiden says, pull up a pillow, Joe. I wish I could, but I'm absolutely knackered. But I've committed to doing Monday night football. But listen, I finished my job in October. I finished my job in October. I worked till 8 o'clock, you see. But I finished my job in October. And when I finish my job, I'm going to give this a bash. So that means that I can do Monday night football at a more respectable hour. More respectable hour. There'll be no more of this. I've got a new mic coming, getting a new computer, new camera, going all out. Speculate. Because I enjoy doing this, right? I absolutely love it. So why not give it a bash? Let's have a look. Here we go. So Clive Wimpeb says, Torag Mitrovic may be a thorn in our side, should get a gold medal for diving. He didn't start on Saturday, which was really surprising for me. He didn't start against Arsenal, which I found really surprising. I don't understand what's going on there. Although, to be fair, they got more points, didn't they? If you remember, they got better results again without Mitrovic than they did with, if you remember, last season. So maybe that was his thought process behind it. But listen, I don't... Scott Park... Fucking hell. Scott Parker is just no good for me. Fulham only got through the playoffs last season due to the experience of their players. They didn't have a great season, but the experience got them through because Brentford were inexperienced. Brentford, we've seen it ourselves. I'm really sorry, Harry. I am really sorry here. Phil Clark says it's hard because I like all Leeds TV. And Connor, try to watch you both. You can do, man. You can watch us both. Of course you can. He's putting out some great content. Check it out. But when you're watching the watch-alongs, just watch us. I'm only joking. You can do what you want, man. It's entirely up to you. Gail Dale says, poor Joe, I love you too. Well, I love you as well. Here we go. Alan Richardson said, what do you think about Jordan Lukaku for 5 million? Be a good signing, 5 million, but I don't think there's any real link there. We've been linked to a few teams over there. I think I heard Phil Hay mention it on the Phil Hay show, saying there's nothing really much to it. And yeah, I think look, it's a lot of agent stuff now for me. Leeds have just come up. We've got Bielsa, and there's a lot of news coming out that Leeds are linked with all these individual. I don't think we're after a left back. I was very surprised when it was mentioned anyway. But we have Stewie D, who played well on Saturday up against Salah, who was in scintillating form. We've got Alioski, who can do a job. We've got Barry Douglas, who can sort of do a job. And then we've got an exciting young prospect in Leif Davis. I don't think we really need one. That's just my opinion. Derek Burgess, who helps us out with Facebook, great signing, said that lad Lampton must be related to Usain Bolt. He's like grease lightning, rapid. Yeah, I was on the gas tank earlier on 90minute.com. If you haven't checked it out, check it. Yeah, they were talking about Lamptey there. I'm very surprised that he'd gone to Brighton, to be fair. So, yeah, make sure you check that out as well, 90minute.com. Hopefully, I'll be appearing there a few more times, twice in the same weekend, so not bad. I must have done all right? I got absolutely tortured in the comments, though, guys, from the Chelsea fans after absolutely digging out Frank Lampard. But what can you do? I was right. All Leeds TV say, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, like and share the video. I think that's Tash. Thank you, Tash. Why don't you join me? Oh, Brighton in. They're in. Oh, is that handball from Thiago Silva? Is it Thiago Silva? Is he starting? I think so. The unit, isn't he? Yeah, and if you can, guys, smash a like on the video. If you haven't smashed a like on the video, please do. Helps get the video up. Helps us get us more viewers. Yeah, I've got my tags in and that. I'm learning, man. Check at me. I'm learning. Stuart says, do you think we can still get DePaul over the line? I'm hopeful, mate. He keeps liking tweets. I think the big key thing for me is, guys, keep smashing the like. We're on 186 views. Keep smashing the like. Let's see if we can get to 200. That's what we need to get to. We need to get to 200. So on the Rodrigo DePaul thing, if I'm a we're on 192. 8 more, guys. Keep smashing that like button. Get them views up. We're on 192. Let's try and get to 200 people. If I'm Rodrigo DePaul and I'm watching Leeds United, oh, that is terrible. And we get absolutely spanked on Saturday. I'm thinking I'm not having any of that, right? And if he's holding on for, let's have a look. He's holding on for a Juventus to come calling or whatever it might be. I think Zenit have been linked now as well. If he's holding on for them offers because he doesn't know, Leeds just promoted, don't know much about them, blah, blah, blah. They're in the break here. Lallana, through Morpé. Come on, Morpé. Oh, you've overrun it there. Oh, no, he's done well. Is that not a free kick, ref? Chelsea looks shaky, man. Listen, you can't just spend loads of money and then just think it'll work. Well done, Ben White. Well done, Ben White. Yeah, so if I'm DePaul, I'm looking at it and thinking, this Leeds United team looks special. This Leeds United team can do bits. I'm having some of that. Do you know what I mean? So you can't blame them for that. Let's have a look. Oh, Alan Richardson. I looked at the comment and it's from Chris Kelly, who says, you pissed, Alan? And then I look for Alan's comments and it says, I'd rather have Harry Wilson than DePaul. Surely not. Surely not. Gail Dale says, what happened to Jack Clark? Where is Jack Clark? Where's Jack Clark? I know he went to Spurs and he went on loan to QPR and did nothing. Where's Jack Clark now? Is he still at Spurs? Has he managed to get a loan? Sorry, I'm just having a look now. Let's have a little quick look. Ooh. Well, he's never getting a shot. He's never getting a shot under Mourinho, is he? Let's have a look. Let's be honest. He made his debut for QPR, coming as a substitute. That's it. I don't know. I think he's back at Tottenham. Wow, yeah. Yeah, he's still at Tottenham. That's shite, that, isn't it? But what great business. What great business from Leeds United, by the way. Yes, he is a winger. Although I think you were asking us to get a winger. Yeah, Chris Kelly says, Jack Clark, 10 million is us committing absolute robbery. It's about time we came good on a deal, though, innit? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't happen very often. Doesn't happen very often at all. So Fulham. I know I've gone off piste a bit. Missed your ball. Willie Bob says, missed your ball dead, Joe. Much love, bro. I've missed you as well, Willie Bob. I have, mate. But listen, these are going to continue. They just continue every Monday night. No matter how tired or whatever, we'll get them on. Because I enjoy doing them. I enjoy just chatting with you guys. It gives you an opportunity as well. This show is for you, if that makes sense. He played pre-season and had a nightmare. So what, he played pre-season for Mourinho and Tottenham, did he? That's a good point there. Tom Matthews says, let's face it, Jack Clark hasn't been the same since the Borough came. He burst on the scene as well, didn't he? He was absolutely unreal at Villa. Do you remember? What a day that was. You know, Leif Davis made his debut. I forget who got injured in the warm-up. Was it Douglas? I think Douglas was playing at left back at that point. And yeah, he came off the bench, didn't he? 3-0 down at half-time and he cut in and he fucking scored that goal. Yeah, what a performance that was. Stalled his career as that move. Yeah, well, Ian Hart is his agent, I believe. Let's have a look. Chris Kelly says Spurs look pump as well versus Everton. Mourinho and Moyes first to be sacked. Spurs were terrible, weren't they? They weren't great. I tell you what, though, Everton have done some serious business, and James Rodriguez looked special. Yeah, we know he's good anyway, but he's gone off the ball, but he looks special. And some of them balls he was playing to Richarlison and stuff. I think Richarlison could have had a couple yesterday's finish. I was fuming as well because he's in one of my dream teams. But yeah, Everton looked like they could do bits. Decore and Allen as well. I love Allen, from Napoli. Good player. So yeah, I mean, but Spurs were gas, you're right, mate. I was talking on that gas tank today saying, when does Harry Kane say enough is enough and move on? I want silverware, because he's up there with the likes of Lewandowski for me. If he's in a different side or he's playing a different brand of football than what Mourinho is, maybe he's up there. I don't know. Harry Burns says West Ham are shocking Moyes first for me. I hope it's Fat Frank boys, if I'm honest. Yeah, tell them, Clive. We're on 193 people. The more likes we get, the more viewers we get, the more questions we're getting. Let's get some opposing fans in. Let's get some opposing views. Smash a like on the video, please. And if you aren't already, just subscribe. You might as well. You know what I mean? It's top content. Obi says, I think we could beat Spurs comfortably. Yeah, man, honestly, let me know you in your comments, guys. What's the next game? Obviously, we've got City. How do you see City going? I think Fulham we should win, and we should win comfortably. I hope that's the case. But I just, after Saturday, I was like, who's up next? Right, we've got Hull, Fulham. Oh, we don't get City. I just want the big boys every week now. Let's have a look. DePaul said something on Twitter. Squareball said he is keen on a club. And RDP said yes. So what? So the Squareball of... I seen they were messaging him saying, oh, look at this great club, blah, blah, blah. So has he responded to that? That'd be interesting if he has. How are we 13th now then, says Dylan. Are we 13th, are we? That'll do us, won't it? 13th, season 1, top of... I've seen someone tweet out that we are top of the top of the played one, lost one table, so that suits us, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. Who remembers that? Aidan Fern lost my head when Roos scored the winner. I remember it well because I remember, we're on 200 people. Thank you so much. The likes worked. More people have come in. More people get to view it. Nice one, you legends. Just keep smashing a like on the video and let's try and get 300. Chris Kelly, when's my invite coming to co-host Monday Night Football? Chris, you're already co-hosting it with the amount of times that I've mentioned you. But listen, if you ever want to come on, just give me a shout tonight. I sat there earlier. None of the folks could do it, and I thought it runs easier if I've got someone to chat to. Then I thought, well, nah, I used to do it on myself before. This is all going on in here. So I thought I'll give it another go on myself just so I can have a chat, and then moving forward, we'll try and get someone on. So I was like, shall I message Gaz? But I was like, nah, he's got family, he's work, it'll be late, Gaz, which is talking shut, Gaz. And I was listening to Lad and Dad podcast. I took my lad to Leeds. Do you listen to that? If you don't, it's good crack. I like it. It's on every day. Get it listened to. So I was listening to that and I was thinking to our message Lad and Dad, and then I was like, no, I'll just do it on my own this weekend because I haven't done it on my own for a bit. But listen, if ever anyone wants to come on, then just give me a shout, man. Someone says they've tagged me in this post, so let's have a look. I'll just quickly jump on Twitter now, guys, on my phone. I can let's have a look. Dale. This is Dale. Is that Gail Dale? Or oh no, it's different Dale. See, I don't know who some of these people are on Twitter. Oh, right. Good evening, Rodrigo de Paul. Have a lovely night. See you soon, yeah? That's what the square ball have put. Square ball have said, apparently he's keen on the move, but it now rests with the clubs. And Rodrigo de Paul's put, yes. Wow. So he's basically coming. So that's fucking, he's coming. He's coming, right? There it is, guys. I don't know if you can see. Apparently, he's keen on the move, but it now rests with the club. And Rodrigo de Paul, 6 minutes ago, says, yes, fingers crossed. So basically, he's saying there he wants to come. And there's our man, Dale. Get up, Dale, lad. Go follow Dale. Go follow Leeds 4141. He's the one bringing this news to us. And, of course, Ed from All Things Leeds. Let's not forget Ed. What do you make of it all? It's gone on for a while. Apparently he's keen on the move, but it now rests with the clubs. Yes. So Rodrigo de Paul He's basically saying there that he wants to come. Harry Burns says, wow, if we do get DePaul, just wow. Basically, they've said he's keen on the move. He wants to, so it's the club. So I wonder what the stumbling block is. I wonder what that stumbling block is, because that's... Look at everyone in the comments now going mad for it. Now let's get a price sorted. Wow, that would be a massive coup. Please come get in. That's looking good. Pay the money. Gail Dale's off to work. You enjoy work, Gail Dale. You'll be missed, my brother. Or woman. Is it a woman, Gail Dale? Sounds like a Gail Platt, doesn't it? Gail Dale. Are you a woman, Gail? If you're a woman, then I won't say pal. Derek Burgess says DePaul would be huge for us. 40 million euros. Yeah, but for me, the money you've saved on Ben White, and you've only paid 30 million for Koch, get it done. But like Ed says, it is the money. It is the money. Look what Ed's done there. He used to be called All Things Leeds, and then he stuck TV at the end to try jump on our shit. I know your game, Ed. Fucking like Ed Miliband, a politician, man. I'm only joking, my mate. Probably 40 million euros. Give him it. Yeah? Rich Bedford says it's going to be 36 million, I think. Just pay the fucking money, says Peter Reddington. James Stadden says, if we get DePaul, then wow, we'll be over the moon with this entire window. Same here, right? It's not Ed, I'm someone else. So maybe you're not. So why have you been letting me call you Ed? What's all that about? You're just going it wrong. I've been calling you Ed for about 2 years. That's got to be Ed. You're having me on, aren't you? You wanker. No, I tell you what though, I put something out on my Instagram the other day. So you get the memories on Facebook, and it was 2 years to the day that I'd put out a message to say, so grateful for all your support. We're nearly at 2,000 subscribers. That was 2 years ago. We had 1.9 2 years ago, right? And we're now sat on, let's have a look. Sorry, my phone's going in because people are tweeting. Michael Norman said, we recorded the podcast today and Dan Moylan claimed this strategy of tweeting him every day could work. We laughed, not laughing now, are we? That's brilliant that the Square Ball have managed to pull that off. Yeah, it's class, that. That is just unreal. So Rodrigo DePaul, he's basically saying he wants to come. That's absolutely amazing work. I forgot what I was checking my phone for now. What was I checking? Oh, yeah, I was telling you what subs we're on now. Honestly, Joe, get your arse in gear. I'm absolutely knackered, guys. We're actually now on 17,322. 17,322. So we've, in 2 years, that's quite a growth, I think. Is it as YouTube goes? Maybe not. Maybe you do it quicker. I don't know. But yeah, 17.3K. And 2 years ago, we were sat on 1.9. So yeah, man. There's Rian Davis says, Eddie's All Things Leeds. All Things Leeds TV is a different YouTube channel. Right, I just thought Ed had stuck TV on end. My bad, Ed. My bad, Ed. Sorry for griefing you. Kieran says, please shut up about the top six, please. Who is talking about the top six? I don't think I've seen anyone mention it. Have you? Let's have a look. Who's mentioned top six? Let's have a chat about it. Who's mentioned top six? Kieran, I'm looking through these comments, right? I don't think anyone's mentioned top six. You? Is it you? Or are you making it up? Nobody's saying top six. Harry Burns, nobody's saying top six. Nah. Not you, mate. Someone in chat just need to be realistic. I think it's tongue in cheek. I don't think people think we'll get top six, do you? Top six? Where? Top 10? Top 8? Top 8's a possibility. You never know. You never know. Sheffield United finished 9th. If the lockdown doesn't happen, Sheffield United probably do, finish in the top 8. Harry Burns says we are winning the league. Yes, man. On track. Guys, we've dropped back under 200. Smash the like on the video. Get them likes and views back up. Samantha Lucas says top 2. I'll take it. I prefer top 1, but you never know, do you? Alison May. Aston Major says 13th. Do you know as well? I did that thing. I'm going to say it now, boys, right? I did that 90minute.com video. And first time doing it. And there's some pretty decent guys on there and that. So I was a little bit like, oh, this is good. This is good for the channel and stuff. And I made a few bold claims. And I was talking about levels and saying that there's levels to this when people were saying that Leeds United were like Norwich. And I said there's levels to this. And I got a lot of grief for mentioning these levels. And people were saying in the comments, this guy actually thinks Leeds will give Liverpool a game. Did they? Yeah. Was I right? Yeah. I got called Ginger Wanker knows nothing about football. I predicted Arsenal to win 3-0. I was the only person who said Everton would win. Did they? Yeah. I spoke about these levels. I mentioned it to you earlier. West Brom, opening day at home, battered 3-0. Fulham, opening day at home, battered 3-0. Leeds United went away to the champions and gave them a game. So there you go. You boys know, though. You boys know, watch this channel, though. We know we talk sense. We knew what Leeds United were about. Alison and Matty Adams, did you see crowds were back in Germany? I didn't. But I just want to be back in that ground so bad. I was saying it to my partner, like, it's a little bit bittersweet. Obviously, the one good thing is that we've got this, right? I'm so grateful that we have... Mark Jones says, watching the Chelsea game tonight, I think we're a level up. I'm watching it as well, mate. It's absolute pants, innit? They got a penalty. It was a penalty, but Brighton have carved them open. Kieran, don't listen. People said don't read the comments. It was only because it was my first time. I have no plan on reading the comments again. I'll just wind people up. Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm just really passionate about Leeds United and Bielsa and the football that we play. And I will say, it's always from the heart with me. Like, I think sometimes maybe it's, I don't know, it's just always from the heart. I can only speak from my heart because that's where Leeds United is to me. It's in my heart, yeah. It runs through my veins. Cut me and I bleed, white, red and blue. Red and blue? Yeah, natural, like red blood. Like, yeah, you got that. Oh, my God. Get off, Joe. Trevor Halsman says, I fear for when Bielsa leaves. Yeah, it won't be great, will it? That's what I keep saying to everyone. You need to enjoy it while you can because he's not going to be around forever. So we need to make sure that we enjoy it. Because my only thing, I think, right, if we have a fantastic season, yeah, and we're in the top 10, and there's a genuine possibility that with a few additions we could be knocking on the 8 on Europe, because I believe he could, then maybe he stays. If we have a shite season, which I can't see happening, and we're struggling and we're in the bottom half, he probably thinks, moving on. Harrison McGregor says that the tweet has now been deleted, but that's fine. Square Ball have got his screenshotted. The club. Look at Twitter. Oh my God. Fabs. Yeah, Rodrigo to Paul is ready to move to Leeds and just confirm the news. It's up to the two clubs' negotiations ongoing, but Udinese want 40 million euros. So there you have it. I mean, Jakanji's just tweeted in. Jakanji's always good for the news. Make sure you give Jakanji a good follow. He's always on point with the transfer stuff. But we know that. We've seen this one. This is the one Square Ball. My phone definitely needs work done. It's battered. But there you go. Look, Rodrigo de Paul is ready to move and has just confirmed the news. It's up to the two clubs. Negotiations ongoing, but Udinese want 40 million euros. Make sure you follow Jakanji on Twitter, guys. Top guy. I love this from Emmett Oliver, who says Lampard will be sacked by New Year's Day. Bale said he's unsubbed after I said I bleed white, blue, and yellow. Hey. Pochettino will take over. I think Pochettino will have a new job by then. I do. Guys, we're on 226 viewers. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuning in. Please smash a like on the video. It enables us to go up there, get some more viewers. So please smash a like on the video. And if you're not, please do subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. There you go. Kieran says Rodrigo de Paul and a centre-back would be perfect. I don't think we'll go after a centre-back. The reason I say that is because I think Pascal Strauch showed us that he can do it, and he can do it at this level. So I think we'll be totally fine. I don't think we'll go after another centre-back. I think if Pascal's not playing in that position, then fair enough, we might. But he is. I think we can get Rodrigo de Paul. Whether or not we can get another after that, I'm not so sure. Mark Jones says, winger. Well, I've seen that a few times. Winger. I think we're all right with Costa and Harrison. But, yeah, who else have we got in them areas? Probably need. Peter Reddington says goalkeeper too. I don't think we'll get a goalkeeper. You know, these goalkeepers we've been linked with, you know, the one that's just rocked up at Sheffield United, Ramsdale, he went for like 18 million. Martinez went for about 16 million. Let's not go spending that sort of money. We've got a goalkeeper in Melier. If anything happened to him, then yeah, we're at shit creek. But let's just take that gamble for me because I think Melier is a good keeper. I think he's a really good keeper. Grant Wright says, surely his club won't be best pleased if DePaul is just having us on. Yeah, Costa already looks better at this level. He does. You know, when him and Harrison switch wings, he was causing Trent real problems. They both were. 236 people watching now, guys. Thanks very much. Still can bring in a loan. Yeah. Really enjoyed the Liverpool game. Still got a bit proud. I think Koch had a good game after 15 minutes onwards. Seen some people have a go at him. Yeah, no, I thought he did well. White looks odd in that Brighton setup. Yeah, I agree. It's just such a shame, isn't it? Such a shame. Get your questions in, guys. We're coming up to an hour. I'll try trim it at an hour unless we get some more fun questions coming in and we keep talking. Yeah. Ed Part 2. I'm going to call you now. Ed Part 2 says you've been going nearly an hour. Have a cape. I do like to go for about an hour on these live streams just to give everyone an opportunity to get involved. But there's been a few people watching tonight. Thank you so much. I'll try get a guest next week. I think it'd be better if we get a guest, especially when I'm so tired. It's hard to carry on. And yeah, so we'll try get it. Guys, who would you want as a guest? Let me know who you want as a guest for Monday Night Football. That's, of course, if the people from the channel. Good weed in Leeds? Don't know, mate. Random. I don't know. Yeah, the Unbearables 2020 says, you guys scared the crap out of me. We defo got lucky to take all 3 points. Mark Jones says, what's your view on Pablo? I think he's going to struggle, this season, not quick enough and trying to rush things. Yes. So we were talking about that earlier. Let's have a look at some of these guests. We were talking about that earlier. He did look like his legs maybe had gone. He looked a bit off the pace. He gave it away uncharacteristically, which isn't normally like him. If we get Rodrigo de Paul in, maybe he's then employed more like he was after lockdown, coming off the bench. Maybe that's the way to go. Let's not forget as well, and someone mentioned it in the comments, and I did see it, and then when I went to bring it up, it had gone. Let's not forget Adam Forshaw. Don't be sleeping on Adam Forshaw. Adam Forshaw in the Premiership at Borough was class. He's so much better in the Premiership. And I know that might sound mad, but he's got so much time on the ball. He can dictate it. I think Adam Forshaw's still to come back. So let's not sleep on that either. Get Phil Aon, would love to. Been in contact with him. He's a busy man. We were supposed to get him before the season started. And he let me down. But let's wait and see. He's a very busy man though, Phil. You've got to remember this guy's very, very busy, but we'll get him on at some point, I promise. Oren Maguire says Ben White. I wish I had them connections. Someone says square ball. I love this. Nekmar. Let's get Nekmar on. Love a bit of Neckmar. Who doesn't love Neckmar, right? That was a good night. That was a good night. That was in the playoff final, wasn't it? Alan Richardson said, will you be doing a Fulham preview? Yes, right? You're ready. This is what's coming at you now, right? Tuesday, Oscar's going to be doing a Premiership Week 1 roundup where he rounds up all the results, all the key talking points. We've got some nice, lovely graphics. Make sure you keep it tuned for that, right? Please smash a like a video as well if you haven't already. We're on 238. Let's get that to 250 before we finish. Smash a like on the video. And if you aren't, subscribe. But anyway, yeah, Championship roundup. Not Championship. We're not in the Championship. Women's tied. We're not in the Championship no more. Premiership roundup, right? Oscar's bringing you that on Tuesday. You know the man, he's the stats man. He talks real sense. He's the perfect guy, yeah? He'll be doing that. I am speaking with a lady journo from Hull tomorrow to do an opposition preview. I'm going to be doing my preview. Oscar will be doing his preview. Danny will be doing his preview. So then videos will come out. We'll then do a watch along for Hull on Wednesday. Then we'll do post matches same night, no doubt. Then we'll try get an opposition review for Hull, same goal if I can, or maybe I'll mix it up. We're then gonna have Fulham opposition previews. Yeah, just constant really. Just try to do as much as possible. So whatever tickles your fancy, innit? Oscar's started doing a live player ratings after the game as well, so make sure you tune in for that because that was really good. Bremner's Go says Josh Warrington. Would love it. Would love it. If only I could. That guy off Games of Thrones. That one we probably could make happen, to be fair. Not on a Monday night, though, probably, I don't think. Keep forgetting about Forshaw. Exactly. Don't sleep on Adam Forshaw. When he gets back, he'll be decent. Let's see who else we've got. Yes, James says, as a Liverpool fan, I want fans in the stadium for Leeds versus Man United. So do I, mate. I want to be there so bad. I want to be there so bad. Them or Chelsea. I want to be there so bad. Berron Cross, we've had him on like 3 times. It's gone tits up every single time. I think last time I ended up deleting the stream, didn't I? Yeah, Jakanji says, make sure you follow Jakanji. Said, wait, I think we need to pay the money for DePaul. Pozo won't drop the price down. Get Ian Wright in. He's a secret Leeds fan. I wish I had that. Let's have a look. Get Bielsa's translator on. Get Bielsa on. Loads of tweets saying DePaul's agreed to sign. Basically, that's after the square ball tweet where he said, yes, we're just waiting for the clubs to sort it out. So that's you could say done deal now. We're just waiting for the club. Let's not have another fucking Dan James situation, though. Let's make that happen. That would be unreal, wouldn't it, to be fair? That would be unreal. When's the Man United game? So we've got them in December, and then we've got them at home in April. That's the one you want. The one in April, it's who have we got in April, right? So we have City, Sheffield United, Liverpool, Scum. I don't know if it's in that order, but April's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. But there we go. But guys, yeah, we've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. We didn't quite peak at 250 as we'd have liked, but it's okay, you know. Quilner says we should have thrown everything at Ben White. I don't think so. I think we've done all right. Robin Koch, German international, over 100 games in the Bundesliga and plays Germany, coming at 13 million resale value on him. You know, I don't think we've done bad at all, mate. I think maybe you're not writing him off, but looking at Koch and thinking he's not on Ben White's level. But it takes a while to get that. Think about how much preseason Ben White had compared to Robin Koch. Robin Koch had two training sessions, full training sessions, or 2 days. It's going to take time, you know. So I think they did a good job. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so, Mark. That's the plan. Get to bed, mate. Am I that bad that you'd rather see me go to bed? Yeah, but no, honestly, guys, it's always a pleasure. Second half's on, so I'm going to go have a drink of pop and then watch this second half, and hopefully Brighton will get back into it. But it's been a pleasure as always, guys. Let me know about the lighting as well. I've got a light now. It's a lot better quality, that, isn't it? The channel, you know, the guys, you know, if you want to support the channel, we had quite a lot of people support the channel through the PayPal link. That's not me begging you for money, but we did. We got some lighting. So that, I don't know what you think, but man looks sick in this lighting. I've got my new mic to come in tomorrow as well. So I'm really excited to get that used as well, and just continue to put videos out, and I'll continue to do Monday Night Football. It'll continue to grow. I remember we used to do it before, and it used to get some right numbers, man. But we'll get back there. I just need to continue to make sure it's more frequent. We've only been doing it, I think, 2-3 weeks now, is it? But we'll be back again. Same time until I finish work, and then we'll find a more suitable time, maybe at 6 o'clock or something like that. But this is really late. I understand that. How's the new tattoo going? Do you want to see it? It's cool, right? Can you see it? I don't know how to do my arm. That's cool, isn't it? Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. You like it? It's cool, isn't it? I've got the other one, you see, Heath. I've got the Heath one as well. But on the 9th of October, I am booked in for Bielsa. I'm having Bielsa done. So I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Absolutely buzzing. Right. I'm away. Yes, we've seen the DePaul tweet. Exciting times. Hopefully, we will be announcing him shortly if we can agree that deal. But it sounds like he wants to come. Yes, Grant, 9th of October, Friday. I've got it. So there you go. And that's for Ed 2. Ed 2. Woo! Right, okay. Have a nice evening, guys. Pleasure as always. I'm knackered. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Peace. Let's have a